You're on a boat in the middle of the ocean with your wife and your child, and it's still a young child. Both of them get lodged into the water.
My wife.
You're going to save your wife?
Yeah.
Why?
It's my wife.
Period? That's it?
I love my wife before I love my child. How could I choose my child over something or someone that created you? I come respectfully. I gotta make another one. Cause I cannot make the same woman I love. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Like you can't play with love.
Okay, so
and she agreed.
I mean, but this is one of the so as a parent, I mean, you might be able to share this. I mean, I know you got a fur baby, but as a parent, you always lean on protecting your kid.
Yeah.
You rarely hear somebody out loud pick their spouse, but his explanation honestly made a lot of sense to me. Like, I mean, and maybe it's because I'm not with mom anymore or whatever, but it made a lot of sense. I'm gonna always protect my kids, and most people are gonna say I'll do anything for my kids. We've heard I'll die for mine and all this other stuff, but his explanation made sense. I can't make another woman that I love, but what I can do is, and that's what he was saying. What I can do is I can make another child together. We can create another child,
it's not gonna be
but
the
I'm
same.
not going to lose the woman who I have as a partner. I mean, and again, it's a very hard decision. He answered it snap fast.
And I get his logic behind it too. But for me, I would think that even my significant other, and I don't have kids, but I would think my significant other would want me to save the child before I save her.
Yeah, but this ain't. If you fall off into raging waters, there's no conversation of who should I get out first. Like, you can't do that. It's like you have to go off of your first instinct. And he's saying his first instinct is to dive in and get his wife if he's only got one opportunity to grab somebody.
See, I think instinctually I would go for the kid. And I feel like the majority of people would agree with me.
That's why I said I've never heard anybody in these type of scenarios choose their spouse.
Yeah, I mean, just naturally, I mean, I'm just going to go for my children that I gave birth to. And by now, Anthony should know how to swim. So, I'll be there to help, but how come you can't? What's up? You're a grown-ass man.
Know how to swim.
Yes.
This is in the scenario. This is not a swimming. If you fall off a boat and there's raging waters out there, swimming is not going to save you. I don't care how good you can swim.
Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and grab.
I'm not saying you're supposed to let Anthony drown. I'm just saying the conversation has never swung the opposite way. We've always heard everybody's down for the kids. I get that. So to hear somebody pick their spouse, it is kind of. I mean. It's morbid because you would hate to think of a kid's demise, but it is kind of warm and fuzzy to hear somebody pick their spouse.
I don't see it like that. I don't get any warm and fuzzy out of that.
I got a question for you. If you're whitewater rafting with the kids, right?
Yes,
Lord.
which we've done.
You've done it before? Okay, so this is perfect. You're whitewater rafting. You and one of the little ones go in. Who do you want Anthony to go for first?
The baby.
Okay.
The baby, immediately. Yeah. Of course, protect the kids.
How do y'all answer so fast?
Because I just, if it's my time, then it's my time. But if I can do anything to make sure that she's okay, that the kids are okay, then I know at least I did my job before the end.
Out of the 863, I'm choosing my spouse too. You choose your spouse.
On the other hand, you could say this about,
you choose your spouse. Hand chose them.
His point is, I can make another one, but you could easily say I could find another spouse.
No,
but you
can't though.
People get divorced and married again all the time.
But if you have selected this person to be your rib, this is your one.
Sure.
And I make kids with this one. We make another kid. Not saying that they replace the other kid, but they kind of do. Like you can still create a family based on this unity that you see as important.
Yes.
If you pick the kid, now the kid is with you solo dolo without mom. And then I got to find another person and try and bond with them and make another kid. That kid ain't going to be the same.
Yeah.
Like, so there is a difference there. Again, I'm not saying it's a right or wrong, but it's more conversation than just rotely like, sorry, kid got to stay. This dude picked his wife. And I'm like, yo, that's admirable for love.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it depressing, but don't you think that
Well, one of these people got to die, so it's depressing.
But don't you think if something like that happens, the trauma from losing a child, sometimes that could weigh so much on a relationship after that.
Losing a spouse.
Yeah, I mean, but losing a child together too?
There's a gang of texts that are coming in here from the listeners. It says, according to the Bible, you should choose your spouse.
Yeah.
Honestly, our marriage would never be the same if I were to choose him over letting my child die. So I'll definitely be saving my child. I'm with Meredith there.
Out of the 813, what kid?
Hey. Wow.
See, I'm not.
That just sounds.
I'm not like that at all.
I mean, but
naturally,
listen,
instinctively,
that sounds cold.
The kids and their health
sounds
and
cold.
Surviving.
But man, and somewhere in there, you got to be proud that your man picked you. Yeah. You ain't gonna say it like yes. You're not gonna celebrate it.
But that's not what I would want.
Right, but
he would make the wrong decision.
He still chose you because he needs you.
Yeah.
All right, out of the A1,
which is selfish, by the way.
Out of the A13, as a wife, if I was saved over my child, I'd be mad as hell at my husband for saving me over the child. I'd rather go than live with that grief.
Exactly.
This says, I told my husband when I was in labor, if it came down to it, save me. We can make another baby.
Somebody just said, how old's the child? That might be a factor. Damn.
Did they make it through the terrible tubes?
Right. Oh, God.
I would like to think the person that I'm having children with, no matter what age they are, I would think that they're over the age of like 21, you know.
I would hope so.
I would think that person would have the survival skills.
Yeah, to swim.
So maybe swim, tread water, or maybe even save the child with me. You know what I mean?
Listen, I swim like a fish. I know in the open water out there, I'm dead. You know, because there's just
treading water.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. Somebody said I'm saving my dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Again, with the how old is the child? Y'all are really terrible. Listen, I mean, this is I see some people are getting the strange impasse that you're at because again, you know, you want your spouse to do the right thing, you want to be the protector, but again, in having somebody select the spouse, there's a warmness there saying, hey, man, I love this person so much that just deserves some credit.
But it's just selfish at the end of the day. I mean, they're just starting their life. You've had such a long time on this planet. I mean, it's their turn. It's their turn to explore and live their life.
Corey says, your child looks to you to protect them. I'd always choose them.
Give them an opportunity.
Me and my family had this talk, and my husband said he will sacrifice himself to save us.
Wouldn't you be mad?
That ain't in the scenario.
Wouldn't you be mad if your partner saved you instead of the kid?
I'm in a different space because I don't have a partner.
But if you did.
But I don't.
But
that's what I'm saying. In my mind, I don't have one. It's my kids all day.
Yeah.
But like if I'm in love, like if you're in that deep, like, yo, it's just me.
Imagine when you first got married then.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, you know, like if I'm in your situation, I mean, I might be, Anthony might be looking like, yo, that's my wife. I need my wife. Everything else other than this union.
I get it. I understand how loving that pick can be, but I'd be very upset.
I would want.
Does the kid have a disability? Like, I mean, what does that mean?
I would want my significant other to save my child.
How old is the wife? Y'all are asses. I mean, you want them to do the right thing, but they don't get a vote when that emergency happens. That's the thing. Yeah. So now you got to switch that up.
I would want my significant other to save the child. That's just me.
Yep.
But I can see where Waka's coming from. And you know what? I want that kind of love to where I would go for the wife over the kid.
That's what I just said. That's the whole point. Like that part of that love, that little part's supposed to make a little tug in your heart. Like, wow, will I ever find somebody who loves me that much to pick me over the kid?
Yeah. Out of 813, okay, Orlando, since you have no spouse, which child are you saving?
Oh, damn.
I mean,
there you go.
Yeah.
Hard decision.
That's a real hard decision.
And in your head, you came up with something.
And you picked one real fast. You picked one real fast. And I'm like, I don't know if I could be able to do that. Now, you know, I mean, if I had to only pick one and both of them are in the water, I got to yell at one of them. Why was y'all both in the water? They're like, save one. I'm like, no, first I gotta give him this lecture.
Right, exactly.
Y'all, you know you put yourself in this situation.
You
So
did
one of
it.
y'all about to die.
To yourself.
When you get home, you writing an essay on who should be doing that.
Listen, oh wow. Look at this. This is yeah, they're effing kids.
Yeah.
Somebody just said I can't decide, both gotta go. Damn. What?
Wow. In this situation of being you can make more babies.
Of course you can make more babies. You can always get married again.
Women save the baby. Men save
The spouse.
Yeah, we'll save the spouse.
Fabian said Orlando can swim. And then at a 5'6", 7", am I currently paying child support?
Wow.
These are questions.
Wow.
If you loved that video, then you're going to want to check out more. Make sure you hit subscribe right below.